What is up, y'all, and welcome back to Qui Nichelle on the channel. Y'all know we talk about fashion, beauty, and life. Today, I am bringing y'all a video just with words of encouragement, mental health, like check-in, and just, you know, energy and all of that stuff like that. I'm sitting at the park. I went to the dentist this morning, 12/1/21. And then I got me something to eat, and I came and ate at the park just to, you know, have a different scenery and get out of the house, you know, for a little while. So, yeah, that's why y'all kind of see trees in my background. And I'll show y'all the water. So, it is like a pond right here where I'm sitting at. There's people running, as y'all can see right there. And then it's just, you know, a different scenery than me being at home. So yeah, I'm out at the park right now. And when I go back home, as y'all know, I have signed myself up to do Vlogmas. So I have a few videos that I will be recording today while I am off. Like I said, I went to the dentist this morning. And I just kind of been out this morning. I had to return a package to Amazon this morning. So, yeah. But we're going to get right into this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Qui Nichelle. Y'all know how we do on the channel. I definitely am coming with the looks. I have, I think, 2 or 3 orders coming. So, y'all know. I am coming with the looks, the styles, the try-ons, the hauls, all of that. I definitely will be going live sometime this month, and I will be cooking and just, you know, coming to y'all having a little conversation. But we're going to jump right into this video because I've been really kind of thinking. All this morning I've been riding like in silence, just thinking and reflecting on life. And just, you know, where I am in life right now today. And then just thinking about a couple of people that have come to me within about 2 weeks dealing with like family, life, you know, friends or whatever it is. So I just been kind of thinking because a lot of times people come to me for advice. I don't think I know everything, but I do think I am wise. I do think I have made a lot of good decisions in life, and I believe that's why people come to me, you know, about life and, you know, just whatever. So we're going to do a mental health check-in. I would tell y'all mentally I am good. I have been feeling good for a while. I haven't really had that many, you know, angry days. As far as I can remember, you know, recently or anything like that. I did have a panic attack the other day. And I'll just say, because someone near and dear to me, you know, is deciding to, how can I put it without putting everything, you know, out there about the person, because it's not about me. But they decided to make a life decision that kind of scared me. I'll say that. That kind of scared me. But I did talk to my sister, and my sister did, you know, calm me down and just kind of reassured me that we got to keep good energy and just whatever negative thoughts or whatever we have about, you know, a decision or, you know, a feeling or something like that, just replace that energy with positive energy. So that's what I have done. But that is literally the only kind of situation or something I have dealt with personally recently. But overall, like I said, I am good. I feel great. You know, I'm very, you know, grateful for the life that I live. I'm very grateful for all the things that I have been able to achieve and attain, you know, while I'm on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Life has been kind of different for me in my past to some degree. So I have done, you know, my part, and God in the universe has done their part, and I'm good, you know. We all go through life life situations, lessons, ups and downs, whatever. But overall, mentally and emotionally, I am good, and I hope y'all are as well. If anybody is dealing with anything and they want to ask questions, they want advice or anything like that, you definitely can email me, or you can leave a message in the comments. But of course, if it's really personal and you don't want everybody to know, I will start putting my email address in the videos so you all can email me, and I will do my best to accommodate and give you any knowledge if I have dealt with the situation. If I have not, I will give you my personal opinion, or try my best to accommodate you with whatever the situation is. So yeah, but I hope everybody is doing good. Y'all know on the channel we do everything. I never wanted my channel to only be about fashion, because fashion is, I love fashion, of course, but that is not, everything to me. It is a big part of my life because that's what I like. Y'all know that. But it is important to me to be happy. It's important to me, to be healthy. And that may sound weird, but as big as I am, I don't have like a whole lot of health complications and things like that. Anything that I have been faced with, I have done my part to combat whatever it is, or rid whatever it is. I'm gonna do a lot of natural practices and healing and all kind of stuff like that. So yeah, that's enough about me. But I want to come to y'all and just let y'all know, I don't know who is dealing with what, but like I said, I had 2 or 3 people come to me within about a matter of 2 weeks in between, just talking about life and stuff. I'm going to just tell y'all right now, I don't care who any person is to you. And I'm saying this, let me not word it like that, but, well, let me word it like that, because if people are toxic, if people have negative energy, if people are constantly, bringing you down, if you don't feel like they support you in a way that they should, if you don't feel like, you're getting what you need from that person to be your best self, you're going to have to put you first. And I mean this in the most unselfish way. But also, to a degree, I think a person has the right to be selfish when it comes to their mental health, emotional health. I do. Because for one, if you are not mentally good for yourself, you cannot be mentally good for somebody else. It can turn, from a good thing to a really bad thing really quickly. So I know no one is perfect, and we all gonna have, minor insecurities or situations that we're dealing with or something like that. But for the most part, if living in your home, you live with somebody, you got to worry about arguing, fighting, scuffling, any type of physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. If you have to live with that, and in the inside you're like crumbling, you're not good, you're not happy, then you need to do something to change that. People will only do what you allow them to do to you. I will use myself in this instance because I was in a relationship before my current relationship. I was in a relationship and it was not 100% bad. I would never say that it was, because it was not. But I literally did the old school method of writing down pros and cons, good and bad. I literally done that, and the bad things outweighed the good because of how intense they were, and just it was not stopping. When you bring something to someone's attention and they literally don't care, or they don't care enough to accommodate you because of whatever love you all say you have and whatever else, you have to make decisions even if they hurt. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, because my past relationship, I knew the guy since we were 8 years old. Always been good friends, you know, the whole nine, all of it. We dated young adults, like early 20s or whatever. And we always had, you know, some type of kiddie relationship, puppy love, you know, the little teenage love, all of that. We always had that. So in my mind, me dating him and, you know, he moved in with me and all that kind of thing, I never thought it would go left. It went left simply because of the decisions he chose to make. And I had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to put up with whatever it was. And in my mind, I couldn't do it. You know, we had really, really good times and all of that. But in my mind, I knew the things that he was doing and the, you know, stuff like that. I just couldn't put up with it. And then at some point, it got physical, you know, and I had to think, am I going to put myself in a position for somebody to, you know, hurt me? And I have to worry about if my family is going to, you know, retaliate because they want to protect me and things like that. So in my mind, I couldn't let my family go down because I'm making a decision to be with somebody who has, you know, the potential to physically hurt me again. So I had to remove myself, or really remove him because he moved in with me, from the situation because it just was not good. Then drugs played a part in it and stuff like that. I don't do drugs, you know, and I'm gonna be real. I knew he smoked weed, and I don't have an issue with weed because I just don't. Weed ain't never hurt nobody or none of that. But when cocaine came into play, it was a no deal. I don't even smoke weed though. But when cocaine came into play, and then you dealing with anger, you dealing with, you know, oh, you think this, you think, I couldn't do it. So it was just a done deal. And I decided to go ahead and end that relationship. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I cried many nights. Simply because in your heart, you're always like, I love. But you gotta follow your mind too, though. Your heart will get you in trouble sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, with all of that being said, you have to choose yourself. You have to do whatever it takes for you to heal and for you to be a better person for yourself first. So, if anybody is, like I said, in this situation, I don't know your living arrangement, so I can't just tell you to move out or be homeless or something like that. I would never say that because I just wouldn't, because it was never my situation. So I couldn't just say, you know, you need to be homeless. But at the end of the day, if you need to find some type of shelter or whatever it is, and this is going for female or male, because I know some males that have gone through domestic violence because they don't hit women. And then you got women that think they can hit men because the men don't hit women. I don't agree with it. Y'all, there was a call coming in. I don't agree with it either way. So, of course, any physical abuse or whatever. But let's get on to, like, mental and verbal abuse. Some people are in situations where their mate or the family or whoever it is may know their insecurities, and they will play on it. If you have someone, you know, telling you you're not good enough, you have someone telling you you fat, you too skinny, you too black, you bald-headed, anything that's, you know, mentally and emotionally attacking you, you need to find a way to end that. And that's why I was saying I don't care if it's family, friends, whoever, because everybody's family is not for them. Everybody's family is not in their corner, have their best interests at heart, want them to succeed. That's not everybody's story. That's not everybody's life. So I would never sit here and say, well, that's your mother, that's your father, that's your, you know, sister, brother, cousin, whatever. You just gotta overlook it. I don't think that way. For me, if you are mentally and emotionally coming for me, and this is an ongoing thing, and I have to then get out of character because I gotta defend myself. I gotta get angry. I gotta, cuss, and do all of this stuff and be aggressive and all of this stuff. If I have to do that, it's gonna have to be some changes, and the person ain't gonna change more than likely. Now, some people have changed, so I can't say, this or that. Some people may change, but for the most part, a lot of those type of people that issue out that type of negative energy and that type of stuff, they don't think they're wrong, a lot of the times. And that's not to say, that, because it's two sides to every story. Because I have been in situations where I have been the aggressor verbally, not physically, because I don't ever put my hands on people. But I got a smart mouth, and I definitely can be verbally abusive. Or mentally abusive if you really push me to the point where I just say anything to you and I don't care. So that's why I'm going to say I'm speaking from experience and, speaking words of encouragement and trying to, help people, basically, figure it out, to a degree, if that makes sense. But, like I said, when I was in those situations, it took me a lot of mental growth and stuff like that to not always retaliate, because I had what's the word, retaliative, y'all know the word I'm thinking about. I will retaliate. If you say this to me or you this and that, then I'm going to do it back, or I'm going to do something, whatever like that. It took me a long time to not be like that, because at the end of the day, I still have to think about my karma. I still have to think about what I may deal with or be faced with, whenever my turn, comes or whatever, for doing this or that, whatever. And I have had downfalls in life, because of decisions that I have made and things like that. So I would never act like I've never, been in the wrong. I would never do that. But for the most part, I don't come for people. People do things, and like I said, I would retaliate or I would get even or whatever like that. But y'all got to remove yourselves from situations like that. Think positive. For me, it took for me to be by myself, literally, not dealing with my family. I don't really have friends anyway, just because I normally just really kind of hang with family. I got a couple of, associates or something like that. But I had to not deal with anybody, and this was for a couple of months. It might have been longer than a couple of months, to be honest. I'm not even really 100% sure. I just know it was way longer than I have ever literally not spoken to, anybody and stuff like that. I had to, I think this, okay, I thought he was going to pick up one of them ducks. But I had to really just, learn myself, speak words of encouragement over my own life. I had to learn how to be, solo without, because I have separation anxiety. I've always been really, really attached to my siblings and stuff like that. So anytime anything has gone on, it kind of took a lot out of me. But I was not always wrong in those instances when things happen to me. So I just learned to accept what is, what ain't, and what could be. But at the end of the day, I never hung my head up on could be. Because you would think that some people will choose to act like this because of who you are to them, or, how a person should love you, etc. But people love you based on the way that they know how to love. You can't tell somebody to love you the way you love, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that you can't tell a person, this hurt my feelings, that hurt my feelings, this, that. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is people deal with their own struggles. People deal with their own, mental issues or whatever it is. They have their own thought pattern, so people don't think like you all the time, and they're not gonna act like you all the time. That's something that I'm continuing to literally learn. And I'm like early 30s. But I've been doing a really good job to me, and I have, chosen to be, happy. I'm not finna get into it with people and, do the absolute most, because at the end of the day, I have a journey that I'm on myself. I got goals and things that I'm going to accomplish and want to accomplish myself. So I'm not gonna let people drain my energy. I'm not gonna let people speak negatively over my life, because what people think about you, that's their own opinion. And a lot of people, they say, well, my dad, my mom, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. My thing is, if your parent is toxic, then you may have to cut your parent off. If your mate is toxic, you may have to move on and be single. That's just a real thing. Your cousins or whoever it is, if they are toxic, and you think because we're family, I have to put up with X, Y, and Z, I think you're going to be going down the wrong path, because at the end of the day, it's never going to end if you do not put an end to it. You have to choose yourself when it comes to mental stability. And even people with kids. I don't have kids or anything like that, but I do know older people that have children, and the child or the children are not good children. Because I think people have a responsibility as a parent and as a child to act a certain type of way. I don't think that a parent should be able to, continue to have the upper hand just because they birthed you or whatever. I don't believe that. Some people allow their parents to totally disrespect them, control everything or whatever else, and because that's mom or that's dad, I gotta this, I gotta that, and that doesn't happen in my world. Now, if you that kind of person, like I said, you're going to have to pick and choose. If the things that you're being faced with are not making you happy, you're going to have to pick and choose if mama and daddy going to run your life forever. Vice versa, if you have kids and you do everything you can do for your kids, and your kids are still, not appreciative, your kids are still, just not giving you what you need, to, be the best mom or dad you can be, you're going to have to make some choices, especially if your children are grown. Now, if they're kids, then, I believe it is some kind of like help, or something. Maybe you can call a number or something. I'm not really sure, because I don't recommend putting children on medication and things like that. I know people do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. But to each his own. I can't tell you how to raise your kids. But definitely, if they're an adult, and 18 plus is considered an adult. I do believe in most states, I do believe. Here in Tennessee, you definitely 18, you grown. But if your child or your kids are not giving you what you need, you're going to have to pick and choose if you're going to let them sink or swim. Some people use that. Well, I know my mama's going to, this and that. And I'll use this as an example. And I'm just really being transparent, because this is a real conversation, y'all. My ex, very much mommy dependent. We dealt with a lot of situations where, he would be very irresponsible financially, and then, call his mama to pick up whatever he, has messed up, etc. I can't say that your parents shouldn't do for you, but what irritated me about the situation, and it's because I'm not like that. Okay, so what I'm saying is, a person should not be so dependent to where it's unhealthy. Like I said, in my past, my ex would, do whatever with his money and then call his mama and she was doing whatever he chose not to do. For me, that was unacceptable because you had the money to do the right thing. You chose to do what you wanted to do. And to me, that's selfish. That's just the way I look at it. Now, like I said, I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to get help if you need it. But for me, if I have my car no money, why would I go and then spend my money on whatever and then call somebody else to say I couldn't pay this bill or whatever? To me, that's using, and that's being very what's the word, irresponsible and just trifling. That's just the way I feel about that. And I guess because I haven't had a lot of time to be, young and dumb. I had my own apartment at 19. I always had a car. I always had a job. And I bought every single car that I've ever owned or whatever. And I paid my own bills. I always had a phone, whatever. So to me, I've been grown for a real, real long time. I really was grown at 14 to me. But that's another story, y'all. That's if I even decide to ever be that bold to just tell y'all, literally everything. But like I said, I feel like I've been grown for a very long time. So I just never had that young and dumb stage where I got to be clueless about this and I got to, I don't know how to do this. I've been paying rent, phone, whatever, car insurance, car note, buying food, buying my own clothes, the whole nine since I was 19. So at 33, I don't know if I will ever be that, slow to just kind of, not understand the severity of taking care of yourself. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But long story short, y'all, because I know this video is long, I just want to tell y'all, protect your energy. Choose yourself when it definitely comes to mental and emotional situations. You may hurt some people when you decide to change. You may lose some people when you decide to change. But if they move around, they move around. You just gonna have to be prepared to be happy, prepared to, be free. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gotta love people at a distance sometimes. Especially, like I said, if it's compromising your mental, physical, spiritual, any of that. You gotta choose yourself, And y'all, it's a lot of ducks. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna flip the camera. Y'all see all those ducks right there? And then I'm gonna show y'all right here. This guy's feeding them bread. But it's a lot of ducks just kind of in the road. But I just wanted to come to y'all. Just to, shed some light and tell y'all my opinion. A little bit of story time. Y'all know Geminis, my mind be here and there all the time. So it should make sense on how I came to y'all. Hopefully it does. I'm finna go home and record y'all some fashion videos. And I'll give y'all a sneak peek because I took a return back to Amazon. Or really it was at Kohl's, but it was an Amazon order. And they gave me like a $5 coupon for returning, a $5 Kohl's coupon for returning something at Kohl's. And I bought these cute little sandals. I'll just show y'all because these probably won't be in nothing that I style right now because they sandals. But these are so cute, y'all. And I paid $4 for these. So they were $8.74. Y'all can see that. And then with the $5 off, I end up paying like $4.09. But this is like memory foam, and these are really, really cute, y'all. So y'all know when it get back warm, and truth be told, it's warm today, and I do have my slip-on Uggs, but they are furry, so I can't feel no kind of breeze really. But these are really cute. But y'all know I have the looks coming for y'all. Like I said, I am waiting on some orders to come in. Of course, I put in a huge Shein order. My biggest order. It's like 30 plus items in the order. So I'm really, really excited about that, y'all. And to show y'all what I got and stuff. And then I have a Fashion Nova order coming. And I think that's it. I think it's two. Well, I got an Amazon order coming, which I bought me a new ring light. I'm going to show y'all on the channel the new ring light. I don't know if I'm going to show y'all in a video or show y'all in a live my new ring light. So I'm waiting on 3 orders, I would say. But y'all, choose yourself. Good energy, positive vibes. We are on a winning train, honey. We are not stopping. 22 is coming. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, in 22, it's going to be a whole jump off. Like, I'm going to have like some surprise visits on the channel in 22. I do think I'm going to do a new intro for 22. So I might wait till January before I actually change my intro. Y'all, we are going up. We are not looking back. We are going up. I am trying to retire, honey, at 35. No later than 35. I want to be retired from working like a 9 to 5. And that's a very short-term goal. I am 33. I will be 34 in 22. So by the time I am 35, I do want to fully be done with a 9 to 5, y'all. That's just one of my goals, and I do believe I'm on the right track to accomplishing that goal. So yeah, I just wanted to speak life into y'all, tell y'all, and the reason I put the story time in the video is simply because I don't want people to think I'm just saying stuff and I ain't never been through something. Me telling y'all about my past relationship is very personal, but it's not a secret. So I would tell anybody who, excuse me, I would tell it to anybody who has dealt with what I've dealt with, or something similar, or whatever. And the best way to really explain something, and that way y'all can understand me, is to let y'all know something about me and what I've dealt with and how I handled it, etc. So that's why I put the little story time and just telling y'all bits and pieces about my past, in life and stuff like that. Also, y'all know I wear my crystals a lot of times. This is clear quartz. Absolutely love this crystal. This is very powerful. This crystal can charge any of your crystals. And also, this crystal just gives me good energy. It just clears my mental and just really calms my, person. So I love my clear quartz. I did buy some new crystals recently, but that's a whole nother video, y'all. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tell a friend about Qui Nichelle. I have been talking long enough. Y'all get the gist. Y'all know how we do. I got to get home and record y'all some videos now, because we committed to doing Vlogmas. So we are out.